It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Now, here is McGrady. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Back to Hardaway. Throws it up high. And Shaq with the slam. Paul with the ball. Pass to Davis. Takes a three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside Hill. Hardaway backing down. It's back to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Howard. Off the left rim and out.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. That's good.
That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Here's McGrady.
Kevin, I was able to speak with Alvin Gentry for just a moment.
Outside Hill. McGrady with the ball. Offensive rebound. Howard. Blocked. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Holiday. Back to Paul. Outside Davis. Paul outside. Paul left side. It's blocked. Here's Hill. Now Hardaway. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Hill. And here is Howard. And the layup's good off the glass.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here comes Paul. Outside Holiday. Here's Davis. Outside Holiday. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Outside Hill. McGrady with the ball. Pass to O'Neal. And Paul over to help. And here's McGrady. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's Paul. Now Holiday. Now here is Holiday. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The shot's good from Paul.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's McGrady. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Howard. Shot is no good. New Orleans in the lead. Now Davis. A finger roll finish at the bucket. McGrady with the ball. Poked loose. Pass to Hardaway. Outside Hill. Now here's McGrady. Outside Hardaway. And it's good.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
And the Pelicans with possession here. And here is Paul. Davis up top. Mashburn. Here we go, one-on-one. And here's Holiday. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Paul outside. Pass to Holiday. Lock at 6. Here's Davis. And Shaq pulls it down. Now, here is McGrady. Grant Hill on the wing. Hill left side. Now, here's Hardaway. That 3 off the mark. The Pelicans trail. Davis inside. Davis inside. Here's Holiday. Offensive rebound. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Here's Hardaway. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Hardaway. Now Howard. Backs down. Oh, that's blocked.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Fires for 3. And Davis can't get it to go.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Here's McGrady. And that one's good. McGrady. And here are the Pelicans now. They trail by 1. Left side, Davis. That's good. He's got 6. Here comes Penny Hardaway. Back to O'Neal. And he uses the glass on the layup. Here's Paul. Pass to Davis. Outside Hardaway. Davis is on it. Now here is Hardaway. And Hardaway gets it to go. Paul with the ball. Outside Holiday. Pass to Davis. Right side Davis. Right side Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Davis with it. Shaq with some nice D. Orlando leading. McGrady with the ball. To the paint. Out to Hardaway. And again, it's Orlando converted. And it's the Pelicans' ball. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Back to Gordon. Paul outside. Good on the triple. He's got 6.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Here's Vucevic. Shot from 12. Connects. The jumper drops. Here's Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Wesley. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. On offense, here are the Magic. Pass to Scott. The three. Here's Vucevic. Hangs. And the layup is up and in.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Outside Gordon. Wesley. Randall. Shot clock at 6. Bank shot. No good. Here are the Magic now. They lead by 4. Pass to Anderson. 13 feet away. Now Paul. 6 points for him. Cousins. Back to Paul. Paul left side. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. He's got 8. Here's Orlando now. Pass to Scott. Now Lewis. And that one's on target from the wing. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 4-point game. Wesley. Back to Paul. Cousins with it. Vucevic on him. Right block shot. No good from Cousins. Pass to Anderson. And the 3-ball is good.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
Now here's Paul. Back to Cousins. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
Here's Stojakovic. Can't get it to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Magic out in front. And the second quarter about to get started. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise? The Pelicans trail. Outside Gordon. Six to shoot. And good on the basket. Book it.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Anderson with the ball. Pass to Scott. Takes the 3. The shot misses. Now here's Cousins. Vucevic on him. Goes up on the block. Here's Cousins. Another one falls for New Orleans. And here's Anderson. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The Pelicans making a switch here. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Armstrong. Back to Anderson. Drills it from outside. He has 6.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here comes Eric Gordon. There's the pick. Launches a 3. And here's Anderson. Back to Gordon. Anderson. It's another look. And Chandler lays it in.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Down low. Grant. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. To the inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Back to Scott. Here's the three. And that's good. Nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Stojakovic. And he gets it to go.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here is Armstrong. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Scott. And here's Anderson. Buries it from three-point range.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Back to Stojakovic. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Pass to Anderson. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Scott. Off target from outside. Now here's Gordon. Stojakovic. Back to Gordon. Now Anderson. Stojakovic with it. Front past the arc. And the shot is good. 5 points in the game.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Here is Armstrong. The kick out to Anderson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now. And that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting.
Now Stojakovic. He's got 5. Anderson's shot is up. Pass to Scott. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Gordon. Gordon with it. Chandler's shot. Good.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Here's Vucevic. Tipped away. 3-on-3. Left side, Gordon. Here is Armstrong. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Vucevic. No good off the front iron. And here's New Orleans now. They trail by 3. Pass to Anderson. It's good. This game is all even.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Scott with the ball. Now Anderson. And here is Scott. Connects from three-point range.
He had to wait for a while, all the way until now, but he finally got his first three-pointer of the game.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Some changes for New Orleans. And the Pelicans with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Outside Holiday. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Anderson. 17-foot shot on the way. And the shot is good. He has 5. Outside Hardaway. Now here's Howard. Outside Hill. Outside Hardaway. McGrady with the ball. Here's O'Neal. That's good.
You know, not only is the game neck and neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Outside Holiday. Mashburn. The shot by Holiday, no good. Orlando leading. Inside the shot. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Outside, Davis. Pass to Anderson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 8.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Here's McGrady. Here's Hill. 5 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And it's the Pelicans with the ball, trailing by 2. And here is Davis. He's got 6. Pass to Davis. And stolen by Howard. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break. Now Davis. Outside Holiday. Holiday left side. Off his foot. And it's being called a kickball. And the Pelicans making a change here. Here's Paul. He's got 8. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. And so Paul nails both of them. Now here is McGrady. Pass to Hardaway. O'Neal with it. Back to Hardaway. Now here is McGrady. Now O'Neal. Davis is there. The jump hook. And O'Neal gets it to go. He's got 10.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Pass to Paul. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. And he gets the bucket.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
A tight game here in Orlando. And here is O'Neal. Guarded by Holiday. Outside Hardaway. Left side Hardaway. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Shaq with the slam. Now Paul. He's got 10. Outside Holiday. Pass to Davis. Back to Holiday. Misses off the left iron. Here's Orlando now. Now Hardaway. 6 points for him. Outside Hill. Here's Hardaway. Clock at 6. McGrady with the ball. Pass to Howard. The jump hook. And there are the Magic with another bucket. Here's Davis. He's got 6. Now Paul. Right side Davis. 5 to shoot. No good from 11 feet. Here's Hardaway. It's stolen by Davis. Out in his own on the break. That's blocked. Now McGrady. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Howard. Outside Hardaway. They get it back. Gets it off. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer. And we finished one half of basketball. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal. The Pelicans trail. Davis with it. Paul with the ball. Davis down low. And Davis gets it to go. So it's Orlando now. Outside Hardaway. Here's McGrady. And here is McGrady. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Hill. McGrady hits the jumper in space. 6 points for him.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now here is Holiday. Davis. Now Paul. Outside Davis. Shoots from the elbow. And he gets it to go. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Orlando leading. Now, here is McGrady. He's got 6. Howard. Pass to Hill. And here is Howard. Davis up top. He's got 8. And he gets it to go. He's got 12.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Here's McGrady. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Hardaway. Good. Here's Davis. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now McGrady. Out to Hardaway. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Shaq with the slam. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. 8-point game. Outside Holiday. Pass to Paul. Back to Davis. Right side Davis. 5 to shoot. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 10.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
McGrady with the ball. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Shaq is really having... In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside, Davis. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Here's McGrady. 8 points for him. Pass to Howard. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. And here are the Pelicans now, trailing here by 8. Now here is Davis. Right side Davis. Right side Davis. Pass to Holiday. Back to Davis. 6 to shoot. Stolen by O'Neal. Now here is Hardaway. Soft touch off the glass. Holiday with it. Now Paul. Back to Holiday. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 6.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
Now here is pass to Hill. Now McGrady. Holiday brings the double team. Just 5 on the clock. Tries to keep it alive. Here's Howard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. The Pelicans trail. And here's Holiday. He has 6. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. McGrady with the ball. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Hill. McGrady with the ball. Now here is with the slam. Now Paul. He's got 12. Now here is Davis. And another 3 for New Orleans.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's McGrady. Pass to Hardaway. And here is McGrady. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Outside Holiday. Here's Paul. Paul, right side. And here we go. Now, here's McGrady. Pass to Howard. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Davis. Outside Holiday. Now Davis. Paul outside. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Davis. Can he keep it going? And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Now here is Hardaway. 13 points in the game. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Hill. Outside Hardaway. Now O'Neal. Outside Hill. Now Hardaway. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Davis. Outside Davis. Holiday with it. Right side Holiday. Now Davis. He's got 15. Shoots from the baseline. And he hits the jump shot. 8 points for him.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Now McGrady. Back to O'Neal. Now here is McGrady. McGrady with the ball. 11 points in the game. Pass to O'Neal. Defended by Paul. Moves back out. Here's Howard. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
And you can't talk about him without mentioning his great passing ability. Not just the right pass, not just perfect placement, but excellent timing to spring his guys for the best possible look.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Here's Davis. Right side Davis. Holiday. Pass to Cousins. Outside Davis. Misses the three.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Francis. Again, the Magic score. Now here is Davis. He's got 15. Pass to Holiday. Launches it. As they get it back. And here is Cousins. Now Davis. 6 to shoot. Randall. Grant gets the rebound. Now Anderson. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Lewis. Pass to Scott. And here is Lewis. Three-pointer. And again, it's Orlando with the three. And here we go with Drew Holiday. 8 points for him. There's a screen. Holiday left side. Outside, Davis. Knocks down the step-back Jay. He's got 17.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Now here's Anderson. 12 points for him. Pass to Scott. Fires the three. And that one's good.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Holiday with it. Right side Holiday. And here is Davis. Davis up top. He's got 17. Stolen by Anderson. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
This has not been a pretty picture. I certainly expected a better game than what we've gotten so far.
Scott with the ball. Back to Scott. Shoots it. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pass to Cousins. Wesley. 1 second left. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's the Magic. And we're coming. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And so here's Orlando. Francis. Pass to Scott. No good. Now Holiday. Right side Holiday. Here's Davis. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Francis. Here is Armstrong. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Davis with it. Back to Cousins. The 11-footer blocked. We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Francis. Grant. That's good. Davis with it. Left side Davis. Pass to Stojakovic. Back to Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday from deep 3-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So it's Orlando now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Scott. A three-pointer, no good.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Reach down the breakaway slam. And here is Davis. Pass to Cousins. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Stojakovic with it. Now, here's Scott. Armstrong. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Backing down is Cousins. Outside Holiday. Pass to Stojakovic. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now Davis. Shot to stop the run. Lewis grabs the board.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
Grant. Pass to Scott. Jacks up a three. They grab their own miss. That's good. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside, Davis. Now here's Cousins. Now Holiday. The tray. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Here is Armstrong. With some arc. Davis with it. Leads him in there. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Here is Armstrong. Pass to Grant. Lewis with it. Here is Armstrong. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Davis. Now, here is Stojakovic. Unloads, and it's New Orleans scoring again. Here is Armstrong. And he lobs it up towards the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Here's New Orleans, and here is Davis. Left side, Davis. Left side, Davis. It's stolen. Scott with the ball. Pass to Armstrong. Back to Scott. Jump shot is good that time. And here are the Pelicans now. Outside, Davis. Now Cousins. Now here is Davis with it. Left side, Davis. Pass to Chandler. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Pelicans making a switch here. And Orlando has possession. Here is Armstrong. Pass to Scott. With the fadeaway. Can't hit.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Now here's Anderson. Here's Davis. Back to Davis. Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the 3. And the Magic with possession. Pass to Armstrong. Back to Scott. From outside, off the mark.
In most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Now here's Gordon. Here's Davis. They need this one. Good. 20 points for him.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Back to Grant. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Now, here is Stojakovic. Pass to Davis. Plenty of space. Another one falls for New Orleans. And the Magic with possession. And here is Lewis. And here is Grant. Now Lewis. Top of the key. The shot is off. Gordon with it. Pass to Stojakovic. Anderson. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Shots good by Stojakovic.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
Here are the Magic now. They lead by 17. Francis. Pass to Scott. Francis connects on the 17-footer. So it's the Pelicans now. Now here is Davis. Gordon with it. Outside, Davis. This one for three. And another three for New Orleans.
He didn't have a single three-pointer in the first, but here he is knocking them down.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Some changes for New Orleans. Now Hardaway. Now McGrady. Pass to O'Neal. Davis is on. The jump hook. O'Neal misses. Now here is Davis. Now Paul. Dives for it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Outside, Davis. Pass to Davis. Back to Davis. 5 on the clock. Hardaway with the steal. Now, here is McGrady. Howard with it. Paul with the steal. Davis down low. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Now, here is McGrady. Outside Hill. Lock at 6. Here's Hardaway. Up and in on the layup. The Pelicans really having a tough go here. Davis with it. Pass to Davis. Outside Holiday. And here is Paul. There's the triple. And Davis can't get it to go.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Back to Howard. Outside Hardaway. Now O'Neal. The jump hook. O'Neal inside. And O'Neal finishes inside.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Davis inside. And he gets the bucket.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
And that one is hammered home. And here are the Pelicans now, trailing by 19. They set the screen. Pass to Davis. Back to Davis. Now here's Paul. Paul, right side. 4 on the clock. That is good. Here's Hardaway. McGrady with the ball. And shorts Orlando.
Yeah. See the crib and ask who did I steal from? Price tags on making the world feel